Hey everyone, I know that providing absolute URLs is a hassle. You'd probably need to create a bucket, expose images to public, yada yada yada. To help you out here, Scribe also directly integrates with Google Drive. In this video, we will be learning about using Google Drive as an image bucket for image fills and frame layers. You can find the documentation for this in links given in the description of this video. So let's get started. First things first, let's go to our drive and I will create a folder. Let's call this folder certificates, right? Or ID card, anything, right? Now I open this folder and let me copy my images into it. I have some downloaded for this demo, so I'll be using them here. Okay. Let's make Scribe Sheets bot as a collaborator of this folder so Scribe can access its data. You can find the bot's email ID in the documentation. So let me just add Scribe here. And I selected the ID card folder, I did share, and I added the Scribe Sheets bot to the editor, to the drive. Yes, I like to share anyway. Alright, so for simplicity, Scribe does not traverse through files within subfolders. So please make sure that your files exist in the shared folder only and not in any subfolders within it. Now that that's done, we have pasted our photos in our folder and we have added Scribe bar as the collaborator. So let's copy the folder ID for this folder. The folder ID is usually the one after the /folders path in our URL. So this will be our folder ID right here. Oops. Yes. Now that I've copied it, let's open Figma. And in the frames layer name, so I have two images here. And if I go to sheets, if I first go to sheets, then you can see that I have a column called photo and a column called photo 2. So let's go back into Figma and add the attribute here. So first things first, I would like this to be replaced by the column name image and this by image 2. So I'll label it as pound image, or was it photo? It was photo, so sorry. So this will be photo and this will be photo 2, right? Now since this will be using drive as a image bucket, we need to provide the attribute for drive folder. To provide the attribute, I'll add an exclamation mark and I'll write drive folder equals, and this will be the folder. After equals, I need to paste my folder ID here. Yep. So I did add an exclamation mark drive folder equals to the drive folder ID that I got from the URL. So now Scribe will know that the column data for this frame comes from this drive folder. Awesome. Let me just repeat this for photo 2 also. Since they have the same drive folders, I can just exclamation mark drive folder equals to the drive folder. Awesome. So now both of these photos will link to this drive folder and fetch images from there. Now let's go to our sheet for a moment. Since Scribe knows the drive folder for this column, we don't need to have absolute URLs here anymore, as you can see. I just use the file names. Just use the file names in the drive folder, that is Christy to Christy, Tracy_to Tracy.jpg. So I've mentioned them right here. finally we are done setting up the stage. So let's Scribe, hope for the best, and see the magic. So what I would like to, or what is intended, is that both of these frames get filled with the images from the drive folder that we mentioned in this layer name here, and fetch the file names from the sheet, right? Okay, so I'm running Scribe on this frame. I'll need the sheets URL, so let me just copy that. I copied the sheets URL, Google Sheets, and this is drive demo sheet, and retrieve and hope for the best. And it did work. Alright, so these images got replaced from the drive folder's images. And awesome, Scribe understood it's a drive folder, fetched the file name from it and put it in the preview. Let's see the second sample also. Now this takes a while, like it takes about a couple of seconds to generate because it's doing a network image call. Alright, so it works perfectly. Yeah, it does. So this is pretty much it from this video. You can always go to the documentation to learn more about Scribe. If you like this video, then like this video. Thanks for watching and loving Scribe.